In this episode, I'm going to teach you how you can advertise your business online for free. Yeah, this strategy works. I've been using it for 10 years. I produce over 50 different YouTube channels, and that's what we do. We use YouTube to advertise businesses to pull in leads, and we don't pay for any ad revenue. Not only is this a free approach where you don't have to pay for advertising costs, but this is the most effective way that I've learned to generate leads for a business. In fact, many of the clients who work with me, previously they were getting leads through paid traffic. They were paying for Facebook ads as an example. Noelle Randall is a good case study for that. She had $1 million business. She was paying Facebook for lead generation. She hired me to implement the strategy I'm going to teach you, and within about 3 or 4 months, she was generating enough leads on YouTube that she could turn off her Facebook ads. So how does this work? Well, the reality is that right now, all around the world, there are actually people that are searching for you. They're searching for you right now. They just can't find you. So that's a big problem, that they can't find you, because they really are. They're going to their computer, they're going to their phone, and they're typing in questions that you're the perfect person to answer. Like, you have the answers to these questions, and it would be great if you were the one that they found, right? But right now they're not finding you. But what if we could fix that? What if we could make them find you? That's what this strategy does. So the part you have to be willing to do is share your expertise. You've got to be willing to give those answers, to share advice for free on YouTube. And we're not talking about some gimmicky thing where you hold things back. Let's say there are 5 tips, right? If they ask a question, well, how do I do this? And you're like, oh, well, it takes these 5 steps. I'm going to share with you 3 of them so that then the other 2 you've got to pay me for. Don't use those gimmicks on YouTube. In your video, let's say it's going to be 10 minutes long, you can go in great depth for 10 minutes and give them value, right? So you could probably write the whole book on answering that question, and that's going to be, say, 10 hours, right? I'm not asking you to give away 10 hours for free. In one episode, answer their question in 10 minutes. Now I'm going to demonstrate a tool that you can use to find these questions, to find the questions that people are asking and not finding you yet. Well, if you do this keyword research and you find the questions, those questions become the title of your video. Now, this tool here, it's called the Keyword Magic Tool. You can actually get a free trial of this if you go to Hero Keyword Tool. So herokeywordtool.com for this free trial. I'm going to demonstrate it with the example of podcasting. Let's say you're an expert podcaster. You teach other people how to record podcasts, how to publish them, how to produce them, and so forth. And that's what your YouTube channel is going to be about. You're going to teach people how to podcast, okay? So we put in the word podcast, we hit search. Then we turn on the questions button. We turn on an advanced filter of word count, and the default that I always start with is 8. So I'm not looking for questions about podcasting that are 3 words long or even 5 words long. I'm looking for 8-word questions about podcasting. Okay, that's really, really specific, and that is key to this strategy. So if you zoomed in on this, you could see 114 different questions, different episode ideas from this one search. So I'll zoom in a bit. So here's some that I found. How to record a podcast with people in different locations. How to make a podcast without a microphone. That's a good question. I don't know if you can do that. How many podcast episodes should you launch with? How to market your podcast on social media. What makes a podcaster different from a YouTuber? So a couple things that I love so much about this tool. Again, you can get a free trial and play around with this. herokeywordtool.com. But you never run out of topic ideas. You know, I want to make a channel that shares this expertise. You put this expertise in there and you find hundreds and hundreds of ideas. And this ensures that your videos have a built-in audience, because so often we'll just create an amazing video, but we put it on YouTube and there's crickets. We don't get any views. Like, we might get 3 views. One of them was our mom, one was our next door neighbor, and one was your spouse. But when you do this, you find the questions people are asking online. So when you're recording that video, you know it already has a built-in audience, and you post that video to YouTube and you're going to start getting views. Now, I'm not promising you millions of views or even tens of thousands of views. Each video that you follow this strategy with is going to start bringing in a trickle of views. In the beginning, it might be 30 views a month. It might be 50. It might be 100 views a month. So let's just pick a number. Let's say 30 views a month. Well, guess what? In month 2, that's another 30 views. In month 3 is when it typically starts to increase. It might go from 30 to 150 views that month, and 150 views the next month. But guess what? You launched another video that was getting 40 views and another video that was getting 10 views in a month. When you get views from search traffic, these are people that want to talk with you. And so taking a low volume of views like this and turning those into conversations so that you can have about your services, that is gold. And so that's why we have so many channels that are generating 7 figures and even 8 figures of revenue from a small channel. Let me introduce you to this guy, Ted Thomas. He's in his 80s. He's an expert in real estate investing and in sales. Let me show you one specific video. So the title that's kind of cut off here, it's How to Purchase Tax Lien Properties in Florida. That's an 8-word question. We did this keyword research, and so he made a video to answer that question. You see it came out at 8 minutes and 30 seconds. If you look down at this graph, the blue line is flat for the first couple of months. We were averaging 1 view per day, so 30 views per month. Then around day 63, you see that blue line start to pivot upward. We didn't do anything here. We didn't try and promote it or push it or anything like that. We just sat back and let this video do its thing. And so after a couple of months, the video pivoted and started to get 20 views per day. Now, if we scroll down and we look at the analytics, we see that 56% of these views came from search. See, search is so valuable when you do this keyword research. So if you're feeling excited about what I shared with you in this episode, I've got a gift for you that you're going to love even more. I want to give you a copy of my book. As long as you pay the printing and shipping cost, no profit to me, this is my gift to you. Now, what's in this book? Well, just like that example of Ted, I share many different examples of channels that follow this exact strategy so that you can learn and apply it yourselves. I printed this book in color so that you could really see and understand how to implement this strategy in your business. It's called A Hero's Guide to Influence on YouTube. The book is on Amazon, but if you want a free copy and you just pay the printing and shipping, go to natesyoutubebook.com.